Hi, today we are going to see about the frequency sampling. To design the FIR filter, there are three different methods for designing a FIR filter. So, the first method we have seen in the previous class, that is the window sequence, and the second method that we are going to see today is the frequency sampling method. So, we have to see which all samples can be done. For that, first we have to find the constraint for frequency sampling method. So a question is given over here. Using a frequency sampling method, design a bandpass filter with the following specification. It has a sampling frequency of f, that is 8000 Hz, cutoff frequency fc 1000 Hz, cutoff frequency fc2 3000 Hz, and determine the coefficient for n is equal to 7. So you have to find n samples, and first thing, using the given specification, you have to find the limit from where to where it is varying. So as it is a bandpass filter, there will be two cutoff frequencies. So you have to first find the two cutoff frequencies. So fc1 is equal to 2 pi fc1 into t, okay, cutoff frequency, that is 2 pi into 1000 divided by 8000. You got pi by 4. Pi by 4 is equal to 0.78. So you have to find the values from where it is varying for that. fc2 is equal to 2 pi fc2 into t, that is equal to 2 pi into 3000 divided by 8000. So 84. So you got 3 pi by 4, and that is equal to 2.356. The first thing you have to find. Sometimes if it is a low pass filter, pi by 2, pi by 6, whatever is given, first you have to find the value. Then you have to find which of samples will be inside that. Okay, so you know your constraint will vary from pi by 4 to, from here pi by 4 to 3 pi by 4. This will be your range. So what all limits, what all samples will be inside that you have to find. So here as it is a bandpass filter, you won't have h of 0 value. You won't having a h of 0 value. If h of 0 was there, that will be 1 e power term. So you don't have a h of 0 over here. So you have to find the limit other than h of 0 from where it varies. So for that you have to find the omega value. Omega is equal to 2 pi k divided by 7. So I'm giving 2 pi alpha a. Instead of for value which you want to vary, you can give alpha a divided by 7. Calc 1, 0 is not there, so 1, you got h of 1 is equal to 0.89. h of 2 is equal to, so to find the value I'm just giving h over here, okay, or you can give k of 1, k is equal to 1, not h, k is equal to 1, and when k is equal to 2, you are varying the values for k. Calc 2, 1.79. So it is in between these two values. K, when k is equal to 3, calc 3, 2.69. 2.69. So it go out from 3 pi by 4. So your value, your k value varies from 1 and 2. You have to find the samples for this. Okay. Now here the basic constraint h of k. You know in equation h of k is there. That is also equal to hd of e power j omega is equal to e raised to minus j n minus 1 by 2 omega from you got the constraint pi by 4 less than or equal to omega less than or equal to 3 pi by 4 0 otherwise. This is the constraint that you got. You got the limit. First you found which limit it is varying, and you have, as it is it is not an ideal case. Frequency sampling will not be in an ideal case. Otherwise it will be given like that. Okay, so you have to find e raised to minus j n minus 1 by 2 omega. Okay, now you are substituting this to your main equation. That is given as h of n, h of n is equal to, h of n is equal to 1 by n h of 0 plus 2 real term. Here only you are taking the real term, so that's why you are getting RE. Real term summation k is equal to 1 to n minus 1 by 2 h of k e raised to minus j 2 pi n k by capital N. This was the basic equation, and now you got n is equal to 7. H of 0 is not done, as this is a band pass filter. You don't have a middle term over there, so you are cancelling that. 2 real term of summation k is equal to 1 to 3 h of k. H of k, the k's value you got e raised to minus j n minus 1 by 2. I will write it over here. That is equal to e raised to minus j n minus 1 by 2 into omega. Okay, h of k. That is equal to e raised to minus j 3 into 2 pi n k divided by 7. Okay, 3 into 2 6. So e raised to minus j 6 by 7 pi n k. Now you got the value as h of k is equal to e raised to minus j 6 by 7 pi n k into e raised to minus j 2 pi n k by capital N, that is 7. Okay. Now you are comparing these two, you will get at 1 by 7 to real term of summation k is equal to 1 to 3 e raised to minus j. Okay, you are taking 6 by and 2 by 6 by 7 and 2 by 7, you will get 2 by 7 pi k into n minus 3. Okay, now you got like this. Now that is equal to, okay, I also had a confusion here, it is plus. Okay, e raised to j, it is plus over here, otherwise you won't get, it was a confusion. Okay, sorry. Now you got this answer. Okay, hope it is correct now. N minus 3. Okay, and you will here it won't be j term also. Okay, now you are taking the real term 1 by 7 2 and your value varies from k, that I will write. So you are taking the real term only, that will be cos e raised to j theta is equal to cos theta minus j sin theta. So you are taking the real term, that is cos theta. So you will get 1 by 7 summation k is equal to 1 to 3 cos 2 pi by 7 pi. Okay, pi 2 pi by 7 k into n minus 3. This will be your reduced answer. Now you are substituting the values. You know the value varies from 1, k varies from 1 to 2 and 3 again it will be 0. So you are substituting 1 by 7. Okay, 2 cos summation 2 cos, you are taking 2 outside. For your easy method, you are taking 2 also outside. You will get cos 2 pi. First you are substituting k is equal to 1. 2 pi by 7 n minus 3. I am putting a gap over here. Hope you understood. For giving brackets only. Cos k you are giving 2. 2 into 2 4. So 4 pi by 7 n minus 3. Okay. Now you can put brackets. This is in bracket. This in another bracket, and you are multiplying that into cos. Here also 2 pi by 7 bracket cos, and this is your plus sign into sign. Okay, now you can see using your calculator, you can find out 2 divided by 7 is equal to 0. Bracket 0.28. You can reduce the value. Bracket cos 2 pi by 7 n minus 3 plus cos double bracket 4 pi by 7 n minus 3. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay. That is equal to bracket 0.28 bracket cos double bracket 2 pi 0.28 double bracket cos double bracket 2 shift pi divided by 7 close bracket and the bracket alpha a minus 3 plus here also you have a bracket cos double bracket 4 pi divided by 7 bracket closed and the bracket, okay, alpha a minus 3 1 2 3 4 5 calc h of 0 minus 0.133. I think it's a different answer. Let me try once again. Okay, the mistake that I made was I have forgot to place two brackets over here. So here it is given as 2 brackets. I forgot to place the 2 brackets over here. Okay. Okay. Now again, when you are doing it correct, when you are doing it, you will get the correct answer. Okay. So you will get h of 0 is equal to, when you are giving calc 0, you will get minus 0.077. So minus 0.077 calc 1. H of 1 is equal to minus 0.314 calc 2. H of 2 is equal to 0.112. 3 values you can write after point. Calc 3 is equal to, H of 3 is equal to 0.56. So you know 2 is also equivalent to H of 4. 3 is equivalent to H of 1 is equal to H of 5 and H of 0 is equal to H of 6. So you get the 7 samples. The only thing that you have to know is you have to find the frequency, you have to find the limits first. Using the frequency sampling, you have to first know what is your omega value. That means 2 pi k. So before that, if it is given that pi by 6, pi by 2, pi by 4, whatever value is given, you have to find the value using, okay, for that thing. And you have to know in between which range your data will be placing. Using the basic equation, here it is e raised to j 2 pi nk by n. Okay. Using the data, you can substitute it and you have to find the value. That's all about frequency sampling. Okay. Thank you.